The game that I created is called Got Pie. To set up this game, you break into groups of 2, 3, or 4. Choose a color, yellow, green, red, or purple. Make 4 piles of the level cards and 1 pile of the pie cards. And the youngest player will go first. I created this game to be a game that I can use for various skills. However, I focused on the skill of simplifying exponents. The directions for the game, you can see at the bottom of the screen. You can just click on directions. You begin with the level 1 cards. I will show you what the cards look like in just a minute. On your turn, you correctly answer a card from the level that you are on and choose a pie. Click on your chosen pie until your color appears. If an incorrect answer is given, your turn is over. You can challenge. On your turn, you can choose to challenge an opponent and potentially steal a pie. The player that correctly answers the question first wins the challenge and will occupy the pie in the question. To win the round, you get 4 pies of your color in a row. Winning a round earns you a pie card. To advance to the next level, if each player has successfully answered a minimum of 4 questions from the current level, then you will play again while advancing to the next level. Game is over after completing level 4. Otherwise, you play again using the same level cards. To win the game, the player that has collected the most pie cards after completing all 4 levels is crowned the winner. Here is a picture of the level cards that I talked about in the directions. You can see that there are 4 different levels. Each level will cover a different skill of the exponent rules. On the front of the cards where it says the level, I also have a number written in the bottom right-hand corner. And that is for the partner to be able to check the answers for their opponent. So if I had level 1, question 31, my opponent would have the answer key and be able to check to see if I got that answer correct. The pie cards that you see in the bottom right-hand corner are earned anytime you win a round. At the end of the 4 levels, however many rounds you won is how many pie cards you will have, and the one who won the most rounds will win the game. So the idea is to be able to collect the most amount of pie cards. You could see here on our game board that we have a red pie and a yellow pie. So we will assume that the person playing this game chose to be red and their opponent chose to be yellow. And the way that works is if you get your answer correct, you get to choose any pie on the screen and you will click it until your color appears. Then it's your opponent's turn. And you go back and forth until you get 4 in a row. So every time you get a question correct, you get to choose a pie, and you just click on the pie until your color appears. Now there is a little twist to that because you can challenge somebody. So if I choose to challenge the person, I have to decide that prior to answering the question, because whoever answers the question first can steal a pie. So let's say I challenged my opponent that was yellow and I was red, and I won. I can change their yellow pie into a red pie. Once you have 4 in a row, you are the winner of that round, and you would collect a pie card. However, if you look at this game board here, the yellow player only got 1 answer correct. So with only getting 1 answer correct, you have to play level 1 again. Both players have to have answered 4 correct questions in order to move on to level 2. However, the red opponent still has the opportunity to win the level again and earn another pie card. Once both opponents have answered at least 4 questions, the following round they can advance to the next level. And you continue to play this way until you reach and pass level 4. After level 4, the player with the most pie cards is crowned the winner.